paper cutter. It's designed to be kept up here, and then you can set it here and unlock it. Do not cut yourself. And please put it back so that if young children come in here, they're not cutting themselves. This is all cardstock. There's white on the bottom and random colors. It's much thicker paper. And we've got white paper here, but we also have more white paper over here stored, lots. And then we have colored paper here. Feel free to use whatever you need of those papers. Then we have, this is a checkout. So you can check out any item in the library. Just record what you borrowed and that you when you returned it, mark it. Don't borrow stuff that we need every Sunday without bringing it back before Sunday. This is the 2019 Come Follow Me. I took the book, Come Follow Me book, this one, and I chopped the binding off, and then I put each page in a page protector so that if your lesson called for this picture, you could take it out and put it up on the bulletin board or on the chalkboard or pass it around or have a child hold it. I will probably do this also with the 2020 book. It didn't fit in one 3-ring binder, which is why there's 2. And that will end up here for the Come Follow Me 2020. These are just empty boxes that I haven't filled up with anything yet. And they're kind of being good bookends. And this is just blank calendar pages. So if you're calendaring, come in, make a copy. Don't use the last one. And a random timeline. And then another random timeline. Then we have the picture subject index. This book has the old subject index, which starts alphabetically, and you can see how to find things. And then it has a newer index that indexes the Aaronic Priesthood manual pictures, the Young Women manual pictures, primary manuals, gospel art packets, and gospel art book. So they're just divided alphabetically, so like F through L is right here. And this is just not church produced, but somebody made it and I printed it out. It's very useful to find, you know, you want a parable. Oh, there's one in Primary Manual 2, number 43. So you go up here, over here to Primary Manual 2, and there it is. At the last of the book, there is a tab called Coloring Pages. So these are an index of the coloring pages that are in the old primary manuals. So like these are, you know, that funny guy who, when you turn him upside down, he's now frowning. If you want to find that, it's in the old primary manual and you can see it. This is Primary 2. And there's this index also. This is an index of videotapes and stuff. It is not updated or current. And then this is like a church's index of posters. We do not have all of these posters, but it does give you the number so you can look for where that number is and see if we do have the big poster. On up to here. Let's say it's Christmas and you need to sing the nativity song. Here's all the characters where you want to set up a nativity. We have DVDs up here. They are numbered. They are organized where we've got Old Testament and then New Testament and then Book of Mormon and church history. But then they just kind of go into random, like we've got Preach My Gospel and Feed My Lambs and Phase 1 and 2 videos. We have Mr. Kruger's Christmas. This is like 4 Christmas ones. We have Legacy. Behind these, I have placed a box so that they won't fall back. And the goal is to get enough boxes so that all the things, all the shelves have a backing. And then we have these, which are like from 1999, Sandy and Holy Places. They're like stuff from the youth music. This is Eastland branch photos that was put together, young women videos and photos, Eastland preparedness. They were handing these Eastland preparedness out at one point. And then this is just an empty box. If you need an empty container. It also keeps these from falling down the crack. Then we have the VHS tapes, which are numbered. Sometimes the number's down here and sometimes the number's up there, but that's how they were and have been. And if I try to pull it off and redo it, it will be yucky. But some of these are reproduced over in the DVDs, but most of them are not. They're just old and you can't get them anymore. But like Families Are Forever with Gordon Jump, and What About That, and ones like that. There's Family Home Evening ones, and then it just keeps going. There's VHS, 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 VHS. So there's a lot. Feel free to use them. Our VHS players still work amazingly. Then we have this shelf. This shelf has 3 gospel art kits. This is the kit and this is the book. So when it says gospel art book or GAB, they're talking about the book. If it says GAK, they're talking about this kit. Now the book, I took one of these books and unbound it and put it in page protectors so that if you need to show this picture and the picture on the back at the same time, you take one book and you take this and you can. Or if you need to show 5 of these pictures, you can unhook them. And of course they're page numbered so you can put them back in the correct order. And so that works really well for the gospel art books. We have several. Many times your lesson will call, all you need is this. You grab this and you've got almost every picture you need. The gospel art kit, this one has started to break, but these are all the same. We just have 3, and they are organized with an index at the beginning. So if you're looking for something, you can try and find it, and it has all of those things in the beginning. It's got divider tabs, and I have made sure all of them have, like this one does not have a letter, but the A and the B kits do have letters, and some of them do say they're C. I've tried to catch most of them to get the letter on them, but not all of them. So these are the Come Follow Me for 2019. The primary and the individuals and the Sunday school. And did you know that the church put out a coloring book for the New Testament? We will get one for the Book of Mormon if they have one. So if it goes along with your lesson, there's like stuff to do that's not in a manual. It's just a general coloring book. Then there's also this, which is rather interesting. It's like the Book of Luke with illustrations and photos from that old movie that they did, I'm sure. And I have several of these Book of Lukes. Like I've got paperback versions of them. And then I've got these, which the church has had for forever. The Old Testament stories. And they've updated some. So we have like the old version of the New Testament stories and then the new version. And the new version has more updated artwork. And the old version has more vintage. And of course we've got the Book of Mormon, Old and New, and the Doctrine and Covenants. And then these are all the primary pictures and the nursery manuals. The Behold Your Little Ones manuals, which have good stuff in them. Like this for cutouts and things. And the nursery manuals, they just have all their pictures right in them. Okay. And this counter, I keep it clear so you can work. If you want to do a project, come in, chop it up, cut it out, spread it out. There you go. So down here, we have an entire box full of Book of Mormons. If you need to give one to someone, just come get it. Church has already paid for them. They're getting old. Please come use them. You can see one was given out recently.